Hello everybody, this is the Omega Bears 09 and welcome to The Legend of Dragoon. In the last episode we got to Bale, found a couple of Stardust, and defeated Urobolas. Not in that order. In this episode we're going to explore Bale a little bit more and continue the story a bit. So first we're going to go out and see Shauna in the terrace that has a great view. From here, we can see all of Basil. Might we even be able to see Cels? Cels is over the mountain. Besides, we can't see it anyway because we're so far. I hope everyone is safe. I'm sure they're okay. Yes, because he would know. Yes, they are. According to the brief from my aide, most of the people in the village are safe. Really? I'm relieved to hear that. But it'll take time to rebuild the village. Still, good. I can meet everyone again. But we have bad news. Sandora is now readying itself to attack us. They are planning to use the dragon for the offensive on Hoax. A dragon? If they release that monster in battle, it'll be total genocide. Our role as the knighthood is to stop it. I'm heading to Hoax now. Maintaining the battle line will determine the future of Basil. I've lived only for myself. I believed it was something I had to complete myself, even if I had to leave Shauna and the people of the village behind. But when I came back, look at this. Yes, because it's somehow all your fault, Art. Have you to blame. Cue inspirational music. Lavitz, I'm going to Hoax with you. I don't want to see any more senseless bloodshed. Yes, only the one with good sense. We have to end the war first. Once Dart makes up his mind, he never changes it. Of course I'm going to. I can't stand the war either. I can fight! Alright. You guys. So awesome. No, I'm kidding. I actually really like this inspirational music or whatever you want to call it. I've always, it's music that, I've played this game a lot. But it's just good music to listen to when you're down and it makes you feel inspired. Let's go to Bale now. There are item shops, weapon shop, and my home. Please meet my mother. She'll be happy because she hasn't had a guest for a while. Isn't she about to have 3 guests that you just sent there? Alright, and there is a shortcut down the castle. If you go to this door over here, and across this bridge, you'll see the Hooded Man. You're the brave man from Cels, but this is the chamber of His Majesty, King Albert. You are not allowed to go in. Oh, darn. What are you doing in here? I guess you're his aide or something. Alright, well, if we go down this ladder, we go down a slide. Whee! And we end up in this room over here. And from here we can take a very quick exit to the tower by going down here. Thinking about that Hooded Man looked kind of familiar. You look familiar to anyone else, or is it just me? Oh well. Probably just something I, just the passing thought. Alright, after exploring the castle, we've pretty much explored all we're going to explore, so we can now come in here and look at what the weapon shop has to offer. First, let's do a little equipping. In the last video, I said that there was a spear for Lavitz. I was wrong. It was actually an arrow for Shauna. The Sparkle Arrow is a light element attack, so her attacks will deal damage as if they were light element magic attacks. Even though they'll still hit against physical defense, they'll be dealing more damage to dark enemies. The War God's Amulet, which we got from Urobolas, increases hit rate for attacking by 20%. Very useful, since right now Lavitz doesn't have anything equipped, I'm going to put it on him. But now we'll come here. If you want to survive, buy weapons. Can't argue with that logic. Here we can buy these 2 items we've already gotten. Scale Armor, which Lavitz already has equipped, but Dart doesn't, so I'm going to buy some for him. The Leather Jacket, which I found in Helena Prison. Also a helmet that Lavitz already came equipped with, but Dart doesn't have. We can buy Poison Guard, Panic Guard, and Stun Guard. Oh, and God, I didn't realize we could get so much here. Bravery Amulet will protect against Fear. Fear is a mental status ailment which will cut your attack and defense by half. Stun, Void Stun, which you can't do anything. You get no turns. Panic Guard will avoid Confusion, which will make you attack a random person, usually your teammates. I don't really think we need any of these because anything we usually this early in the game, if you're gonna fight a boss that will inflict a status, you will generally get one of those before them. Alright, so now after buying some equips, we can look at our stats. As you can see, Dart's defense is now a little bit higher than Lavitz because of the Knight Shield, but still only 5, so Lavitz's would be higher without it. And as you can see, after leveling up a little bit, Dart's magic attack and magic defense has gone higher, so just something interesting to note. Shauna has, her attack's only 1 weaker than Dart, but without an addition to boost her damage, it's going to be stuck at where she is. So her damage is going to be lower. Alright. I don't really like having Lavitz poisoned, so I'm going to go over here in this little alley to this door right here. In this door, this is I think they call it the hospital. Welcome to the clinic, that's what they're called. We can treat 3 kinds of neural conditions: poison, fear, and dispiriting. Yeah, later ones will be a little bit more effective, but not a lot. And here, where am I supposed to go? I guess we have to go upstairs. Yes, that's where we have to go. Whoops. And here you're gonna, if you go in this door, all of the clinics, hospitals, whatever you want to call them, will have a glowing orb above a platform. If you stand under the orb of the platform, he'll tell you how much it'll cost to be treated. And if you choose to be treated, he will drop a little orb on you, which will heal your status ailments. As the woman up front said, she can heal poison, dispiriting, and I forgot what the third one was. Fear, I think she said the third one was. Those are, I believe, these might actually be the only 3 status elements that linger after battle, now that I think about it, because most of them won't, but those 3 will. They're pretty nasty, so, yeah. Alright, as a little boy pretending to be a Knight of Bastille, always useful, because we need Knights of Bastille to protect our country. Alright, we're just about done with this part over here, so I'm gonna leave. Well, it is about that time that we go say hello to Lavitz's mother. Before we go into his house, there's one thing we're gonna want to do, which is to examine this well here, and we'll get another Stardust. In those doors, right there. This is Lavitz's house. Mom, I'm home. Oh, Lavitz, it's Lavitz. I was worried because I didn't hear from you for a long time. Said Dora's resistance was tougher than I thought, but don't worry, we defeated them. Your late father would be proud to hear that. Lavitz, what about Helena? Shh, don't mention that to her. Sorry, but I don't want her to be worried. I don't know what he's talking about. Oh, Dart, always making stuff up. Oh, fine, whatever. I'm happy just having you home, but... Oh, you brought a bride, my big baby. Shauna, my son is a little awkward and stubborn, but he's a very sweet-natured. He is not. He's not sweet-natured. She's Dart's sweetheart. Hey, what did I become Shauna's? It's true. I'm Dart's girlfriend. What? Oh, please excuse me. Take good care of her. I don't know what to say. Oh. Oh, I'm sorry. He's so thick, it's hilarious. And Lavitz's mother always telling her, wow, always telling Lavitz that he needs to find a girl. Well, I was commanded to defend Hoax, so I have to leave as soon as. Oh, well, I understand. But you can at least have lunch, can't you? It'll be ready soon. I'll give you a hand. Oh, so nice. Oh, it's her pleasure to help cook. Yay. Alright, now we get a chance to explore Lavitz's house. We have to talk to Lavitz. Well, his lunch isn't ready, we have to decide. What you have to say here is show me around your house, but you can, check the things to help him out. I'm only going to show one of these things because I think it's very funny, which is if you ask him, shall we help them? Lavitz asks if Dart can cook, and he says, yes, I couldn't travel alone for 5 years if I didn't. What kind of dishes do you make? I can grill a thick piece of meat. It's the best. And there's silence. So, of course, they're just going to say, show me around your house. This is the first time I've been in such a huge house. There's nothing interesting, but at least kill some time. Walk around wherever you like, and I'll tell you about it. Right, if you walk into any of the rooms, Lavitz will just tell you what's going on. He'll, tell you about the room. The only one that's important or has anything interesting is this one, which is the only one you're actually required to go in. This is the library. There are many books on strategy. Are you interested in that, Dart? It's my weak point. What are you doing? And Lavitz moves the ladder into what you can't see, but is actually a window. I'll show you my treasure. Here's my treasure. Please take a look at it. What a pretty view of Indel's castle. I see. It's a nice view of Indel's castle from here. This is what I saw every day when I was young. I grew up thinking, I'll be an admired knight, just like my father, and I'll protect this country. Your dream came true. Yes, but the reality was much harder than I imagined back then. I feel all the more strongly how great my father was. To protect this country, I would tear the flesh from my body. It's the same flesh. Wow. Hello, words. Old friend. It's the same passion you have towards Shauna. I just can't hold back, because you know the importance of Shauna's life. You can risk your own. You were not a foolish daredevil when you ventured into Helena. You were still a fool, but not a daredevil. Sergio is covered in war clads now. You're the only one who can protect Shauna. You know that, don't you? Yeah. Dart, Lavitz, the food is ready. Coming, Mom. Princess, she's like a baby sister to me. I'm just gonna let that one sink in for a second. As always, your meals are delicious. Such a nice thing to hear, but it'll be even happier if you settle down with a bride soon. Dart, Shadow, we need to buy some things before we leave. Let's go. Alright, we're gonna leave this room. But what we're actually gonna want to do is go right back in. Because if we go past her into this room here, to examine here, we'll get a Stardust! Yay! That brings our current total to 6 Stardust. And there are 6 Stardust total to find in Bale, which will bring our current total to 7. So let's go get that last one, since I already stocked up at the item and weapon shops. Actually, you know what? There's one more thing I want to buy. I actually want to stock up a little bit on more of those meteor falls, because I realized later there's a fight later that we will be fighting multiple winged enemies, and it'll be useful to have an attack that'll be able to do good damage to both of them. So, I'm going to sell, I have, 6 Angel's Prayers? Yeah, 6 Angel's Prayers. I'm going to sell 2 of those, and buy 2 more Meteor Falls. And that should hold me off. Alright, now we're going to head under the big fountain in the center here. And there's a bum blocking our path. His name is Dren. Smells like spirits, and they're good ones. You're gonna give me spirits? Brother, you're generous. I'll have it. The town drunk. Giving alcohol to the town drunk for years and years. And that's why we had to buy the good spirits earlier. Alright, we're gonna go down this path here. Go down this little path here. I thought there was a box there. Whoops. There is one over here, however, and it has 20G. How nice. Yep, we can go up here. Which will take us to this ladder. We can climb. Which will bring us to a room in the castle. Which gives us 20 more G. Yay for G. Come back down the ladder. And now we're going to come to this boat. Now you'll notice that those are the doors we opened earlier by turning the wheel, which we can see in the top right corner of the screen. And if we follow this boat, there's a relaxing boat ride through a town. It's been a long time since I've been on a boat. It's really pleasant when you just sit there and watch the waves and the moon reflecting off the water. Very nice. Even if the boat is moving and you got that loud motor, it's a motorboat, of course. Though you can tell this boat's being moved entirely by the motion of the water because he's not rowing at all. There's not even an oar to row with. He's lucky he's not just crashing into everything. Yes, if you go to the other path, you're just going to come up to a little grate that'll allow you to see stuff. Right here, we're going to want to get off the boat and go in this door here. And inside this room, or more accurately, oh, whoops, it'll all be covered with cobwebs, but I guess I'll take it out. Our 6th and final Stardust. That's why we had to buy those spirits and open that door, so always worth it to do. Right here, we get back in the boat and head over back to where we started this little boat. Yes, that little grate you see there, right where we're passing, that's where you appear if you take the other path. You can't do anything there. It's just there to get a good view of the water, really, I guess. I guess it's to show what the bum does in his spare time. That water animation. Oh, that was a fun little boat ride. And productive. Got to get our 7th Stardust. We are now almost 1/5 of the way done with the Stardust quest. And we get out of the boat. I always forget that that's not a treasure chest because it looks like one. Now we just leave these little passageways back here. And we go back past Dren, the town drunk. And we can finally leave town. Oh! She hit us so hard she knocked my party members out of me. Hey, watch yourself. Are you blind or what? What do you mean? You're the one who bumped into me. Don't make up excuses. Behave like a man. Don't yell, it's true. Can you be quiet? The baby's crying. Yes, that thing on her back is a baby. Not the long one, the little red bump on her back. Ah. What was that? I don't know. Alright, one little interesting thing I always like to do. It does nothing until the very end of the game. But if you come in here and talk to this painter girl. Oh my god, it's Sir Lavitz! Oh, Sir Lavitz, please let me draw your portrait again. He's so nice he lets her do it. I wish they'd let you at least explore her house while she's doing this. Because there is one important thing to get here. Oh, not really important, but one thing you can get here. Just you can see that little box in the corner. Man, she must be really good. That was really fast. Isn't it a little too handsome? Oh, thank you. I'll treasure this. Alright, now we collect this little box here. And collect some more G. You can go up this ladder to the top floor of her house. And that's really it. Yeah, going down that other ladder brings you to the little enclosed space behind her portrait, but there's nothing there to get, so yeah, that's really it. So at this point, we're going to leave Bale and head towards the town of Hoax. Actually, looking at the time, I think this video's gone on a little while, and although there's nothing super exciting happened, we did advance the plot a little bit, so I'm going to leave it off here. If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.